Hey everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and I am shooting a video downstairs, not in my usual place. So sorry for if it's shaky and what's about to happen here. So these are edges that I've done with my Cricut, and I'm all excited about the Cricut and what we could do for things with Junk Journal. So I'm making a kit with these, and it's called Fancy Edges, out on my shop in Etsy. Which is called Jesusjunkjournals. And I'm going to try to show you, walk you through how this works. So bear with me. Okay, so this is the Cricut I got. I got it used. And so I don't know that much about Cricuts. I just started, but it's pretty easy. So I'm opening it up. And now I'm going to go over to my computer. I'm going to show you the file and what I do. So I'm going to come over here to the computer and hang on just a second. So this is a Mac, and so it's a little bit different. I'm going to go down here and click on my Cricut app. It's probably similar to that on the other kind of computers. I can't say it. I'm drawing a blank here. But it's telling me there's maintenance and all this. So I'm going to click up here where it says New Project. And it brings this grid up, and I'm going to come over here and hit upload. If you can see this, where is it? There, upload. And I've got several patterns in there, so I'm going to pull up, I'll just pull up one of these files. So I clicked on it, and if you don't have it already in there, you just hit it here where it says upload file, and it will let you select your file and bring it into Cricut. And so I'm going to go down here and do add to canvas, and it comes in really big. And I've just kind of, if any of you are experts, you may have a better way to do this. I know I've got 8.5 by 11 paper, so what I do is I put in 8, and then I click this little lock, and it makes it 8 by 11.218, which is still a little big. So what I'm going to do is go 7.75, take off 1/4 inch, and then I know this is not, there's probably an official way to make it size correctly, but that's about the best I can do. And so then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click make, save project. I'm going to say yes. I'm not going to, well, I guess it's going to make me name it. So I'm just going to name it Q for now. And what that does is it puts it onto the grid. And you can see how it's going to lay out on your mat. And so I'm going to hit continue down here. And it's saying to continue, please connect to your Explore. And so I'm going to come over here, I'm going to turn this on, and then these have mats that you stick your paper to, and this one is standard grip. It comes in light and just various different amounts of stickiness. And so I'm going to stick my paper to this. Hold on just a second. I'm going to print this out real quick. So I'm going to give you 3 design files. One's Bible, one's got some hymns on it, and one is just texture paper. You can also use, of course, any paper you have around the house, and white paper would look really pretty, which I also did some of those. So I'm just going to hit print, let this print out on just my regular printer. Sorry for the mess. Okay, so I've got the sheet that I'm including in the kit, and it's just a sheet from an old antique Bible from Daniel, just to give you some Bible words that will come out on your fancy edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this down onto my Cricut sheet, and I'm trying to hold my phone and do this at the same time. And I'm going to lay my phone down, hold on. And I'm going to press this down really well, because I found out the hard way that if you don't press your paper down, it can get air bubbles and it will actually not go through your Cricut very well. So I'm going to mash this down really well, and then I'm going to put it over here on the Cricut. So hold on. Okay, so you can see those little tabs. I'm going to put that under those, sure I am. I'm going to put those under those two tabs right here and start to press it in. And then I'm going to go back to my, okay, so I've got this on. Okay, so it's going to connect, it's connecting to my Cricut. And now this is blinking, which means I need to push that, and it starts to take it in. And then this button blinks, and you push that button. And it starts. And I won't have the whole thing while it cuts, but I'm going to let it cut out, and then I'll come back. And so here it is cutting out on the Cricut. So it finished cutting, and so now I'm going to push this button so it will let go of it. And it did actually, it tore one little spot, which I think maybe that means that I need to put a new blade on it. But other than that, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to try to hold it and peel it up so you can see at least get an idea of the different edges. Okay, so I cut that one loose that had the little piece that stuck up. I just used my scissors and kind of rounded it off. So I think it's going to be okay. And then the other thing is when you take the waste paper from these edges, they're on the zigzag, I mean on the, yeah, the points, the paper that comes out of those is actually another edge in itself. And so if you tear that off, you actually get kind of a bonus 2 edges with this. So there's that one too that you can use if you want to. Okay, so there are the papers. So I'm going to pull them off the paper and go upstairs, and then I'm going to do work on my junk journals with them. Okay, here I am. I'm up in the craft room, and I'm currently working on the Mark journal. So I'm going to use that to glue some of these, whoops, glue some of these edges in. And so I'm going to ink some just real quick. And these strips are long, so they'll fit any journal, and you'll have scraps left over to do things like tags and journaling cards and those kind of things. So let me get this inked. Here's here, let me find, here's a white one. Let's see if I can ink this. I'm kind of in a hurry, obviously, but I don't want to damage these. And of course you're going to want to do both sides because it's going to show from both sides in your journal. So let me do these, and then we'll put them in the journal. I'll be right back. I am back. I've got some of them inked. And so I include in the kit a hymn page and a Bible page, and then a worn paper page, which I guess I haven't printed out yet. So anyway, this is an inked one, and so I'm just going to put it on this edge here. Actually, I think I'll put it on this side. So I think I'll just go ahead and glue it on, and then I'll cut it off. That way I know I've got it exactly where I want it. Get some of this excess glue off of here. Like so. I'm very excited about doing these edges. I hope you guys are excited about it too. And then I'm just going to cut this off just like I would a fabric trim. And there it is. Isn't that cute? And you could move it back if you wanted it, you know, to show less. And then here it is on the other side. Let me get one of the other signatures on this one. Okay, so I'm going to use that edge, and I think I want it to be like that and have the Bible showing on this side. So I'm going to cut this off because I want it to start with that loop, and put the glue here. And make sure the circles are clear on the page. And checking it on this side. And then cutting it off. That loop worked out good on this one. And then I can save these to put on a journal card or something. So this one looks like that. And I might even put, I don't know, that might be, I might want to put a piece of washi tape on that. I don't know. And then one more. Let's see, I've got 3 signatures here. So this signature, I think I'll do it on this page just because it could use a little bit of something. And I'm going to cut this off because I want to start there. And I'll glue it there. Sliding it around so I can distribute the glue. I managed to get some ink or something on that. Okay, so there is that edge, and that's how that one looks from that side and that side. So I'm going to put more edges. I'm going to do, but anyway, so here's your journal. I'm going to have quite an assortment of edges. And some of them I'm going to do the tissue paper where you just gather it up and do that kind of an edge. But there they are. So if you have the Cricut and you want to give this a try, I'm putting it out on Etsy tonight. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.